seen nothing. I ain't seen real. I ain't seen real problems since stripping up grades and just be making them different reasons.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. The first of 3 on this Thanksgiving. Glad to have you along on this holiday. And we begin right here in the Motor City. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Williams in motion. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Williams in motion. One more time, they try Gibbs. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This about as short as you can get. Badgley's kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On the ground, it's Homer. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Into space at the 45. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big-time play for the Bears. It's a gain of 49.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A run here with Homer. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That is hauled in at the 5. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. No signal, and we will not get one. He stopped short, and now it's 3rd and goal.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Throwing here is Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. They'll try to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They track him down, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They'll run it with Homer. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Here's Williams now to throw. And he's into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears move out in front, 13-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Goff to throw on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Now he'll air one out. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Goff to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very...
And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A play fake. Now Williams. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Williams to throw on second down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. A big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, it's Williams. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Really nice job here in the second half for this defense to come out and make a play. That last sack is going to go a long way to getting off the field, getting the offense the ball back, and see if they can chip away.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Third and 5. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This one heads directly out of bounds. The market just on the other side. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Hooker. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Here's Hooker. On target to Laporta.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now, Hooker. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, They need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll find his man, Nicole Hardman. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Williams in motion. Throwing is Hooker.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Hooker. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Now, faking the give, he'll let this one go long for Williams. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. To throw, Hooker. And that one is caught. And he will score. Game on. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll try the left side with Jones. They face second down and 7. They'll go play action here with Williams. A pass taken in by Johnson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He pulls it in around the 5. And he can only get about half of what he needed down to the 3. And now it is 4th and goal.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Hooker to throw. And he's going to wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline. Instead, it'll be a huge loss.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
Back to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Wait a minute. A reverse. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Yeah. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to and this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll run.
Whoa. The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's going to let this one go deep. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.